Hey guys, it has been a long time since I've uploaded a Wi-Fi battle. I am so sorry for that, but here is my first round from Mulvone's tournament. I only went through 2 rounds. I got beat the second one. I'll upload that battle, but right now, basically, it's a Sun team, and I'm not sure what to expect. I'm thinking he'll lead off with Terrakion. Or Fortress, just because I kind of saw a video of his team before, but yeah, it was a close game, some hacks that kind of went in my favor, but let's get started. Basically, I'm going to lead off with Heatran because I was expecting Fortress, and now I'm thinking the close combat is obvious and the switch into Gengar, so I decided to stay in and go for a Toxic, expecting him to switch or something like that. But he nails me with the close combat. So I am off to a really bad start so far. So I'm going to go into my Starmie and go for the Hydro Pump. Expecting that no matter what, he switches in. It's going to take a nice chunk. But the Ninetales is special defensive. And because of the Sun Drop, it's not going to do all that much to the Ninetales at all. And I know that a Solar Beam is probable. So I'm going to switch out into Toki right now, my Fortress, as he's actually going to go and reveal the Energy Ball. So I thought that was kind of strange. I guess it's so he still has a grass move even in the rain. But, you know, to each their own. Now, I'm expecting a Flamethrower, but I'm going to go for the Volt Switch instead of setting up rocks, because I know I can live one hit. And I want to safely bring in Yuki, because Yuki is defensive Calm Mind, so I'm assuming that Ninetales is going to be carrying a status move, so I'm going to go for the sub, as Ninetales goes for the Toxic, and so now I'm safely behind a sub, and I can start setting up, and Anklebreaker is going to make a decent play, switch into Fortress, which can wall Yuki all day, unless Yuki happened to have a fire type move, which it can carry, but I guess Calm Mind, I don't know, I run Recover instead of a fire type move. Usually because I have Ogami and whatnot. The Gyro Ball is not going to be able to break my sub, and I'm going to be able to fire off a +2 Dragon Pulse. What I actually should have done is I should have Calm Minded up to +3 instead, or just, you know, kept sub-minding up until like +6 or whatnot, because clearly I can take 2 Gyro Balls, and I have Recover, so I should have done that, but I was kind of worried if he had Roar or something on his team, so I just stuck with +2 just in case, or maybe he switched out and I couldn't take, I don't know. Either way, all I did was go for +2, and I'm going to decide to set up a sub, because when I kill off Fortress, I don't want to leave Yuki open to whoever is coming in, because it could be faster, like Salamence, or yeah, I'm worried about Salamence being faster, so I want to have a sub up so I'm safe. And indeed, Salamence is going to come in, and here's the thing, either way, Salamence was going to break my sub, but I was going to kill it easily. So that was my thought process there, because I tend to run Focus Sash Salamence with Dragon Dance, so I wasn't sure if it was going to be Focus Sash or Scarfed. The way he brought it in would assume that it could take 1 hit or be faster. So I'm going to see how much a U-turn will do, and it almost takes me out, which was kind of depressing, because I wanted to see if I was faster, so I went for a sub, and Victini outspeeds, so at this point I thought it was Scarfed, but I'm just not running speed EVs on Yuki, and so max speed Victini will outspeed, and this is where a +3 Dragon Pulse would have come in handy because it might have, not +3, but like, yeah, +3 or more is what I meant to say. That +3 would have helped a bit. So Victini's just gonna, I have to switch out and sack Toki because I cannot afford to lose Yuki at this point. Yuki has a lot of leeway against his team, being able to outspeed pretty much everything but Victini. So I'm going to switch into Gengar, and I'm just going to go for the Shadow Ball, hoping it can do a bit of damage, and I get a lucky crit as he reveals Flamethrower. And Fire Blast definitely would have taken Gengar out in one shot, so I don't know why he ran Flamethrower, but luckily that crit was very lucky because I get him down, and he gets a crit, but his did not matter whatsoever, so unfortunately for him. I'm going to be able to bring in Yuki and set up a sub, and I know that even in the sun, Yuki should be able to take a single Flamethrower, and then I'm going to be able to recover up, so Yuki's in a bit of a better position. He probably thought I would just try and kill Ninetales off, or whatnot, but now he's just Flamethrowering, and 2 Flamethrowers can take out my sub, even though it is resisted. So I think I'm going to go for another sub here, and then start Calm Minding and whatnot. Gonna go for the Toxic, which I was kind of happy for because it means that Yuki's not going to be able to take it out. He's going to make the smart play and switch out as I go for a Calm Mind. What I actually should have done is I should have gone for another Recover or a Dragon Pulse just straight off there, because now I'm going to go for a +1 Dragon Pulse as my sub fades, and I'm going to whack the incoming Terrakion in the face. And even at +1, Terrakion survives really well. So, I mean, I have no special attack EVs at all, but it still lives. Even at +1. I'm just going to go for the Recover to see what Terrakion wants to do. If it wants to try and predict and go for a close combat or something. It goes for the Stone Edge. I do not want to risk the crit. So this turn, I'm going to go for a Dragon Pulse because I do not want to risk that crit. As he goes for a Swords Dance, probably expecting me to either recover or switch out or sub or something. I'm not entirely sure. Either way, Victini's going to come in and V-Create. And in the sun, that's going to take out Yuki. So earlier this match, when he U-turned, had he gone for a V-Create instead, at one point in time when he actually hit Yuki, not a sub, he would have won. So I'm going to bring in Zatch and just go for the safe Hydro Pump. As Ninetales comes in, I'm finally going to be able to take it out. And he's going to bring in Victini, and I can see my victory, so I have to switch out and sack my Scizor, which really didn't do anything this entire game, but I didn't expect it to do too much. It's Choice Banded and whatnot, but I needed Starmie for the Landorus that he still has because of Ice Beam. So I'm going to be able to go into Zatch Bell, go for a Hydro Pump, which will hit either of his Pokemon super effectively. And Zatch Bell, I believe, is max speed Life Orbed. So I'm going to be able to outspeed Landorus and go for the ×4 super effective Ice Beam, and that will be good game. So it was really close. I could have gotten demolished. Not demolished, but I could have lost. It was topsy-turvy and whatnot, so I hope you guys enjoyed the game, and I'll see you guys later. I'll be uploading episode 2, not episode, I'm thinking Florist Sky, match 2. I didn't play so well that game, and my opponent made no mistakes, so clearly I got completely demolished, but it was still a fun match, and that'll be coming at you soon.